moi ce que je pense, c'est que sans la liberté d'expression, donc sans la liberté d'écrire, il n'existe pas vraiment de liberté. L'autocensure ou la censure sont des mots qui sont extraordinairement douloureux pour une société, mais s'il n'y a pas d'écriture, il n'y a pas de dialogue, et s'il n'y a pas d'écriture, il n'y a rien qui reste. Les écrits restent. Et je trouve qu'il est fondamental de s'assurer que les citoyens écrivent, lisent et puissent dialoguer. Et une fois rendu dans cette question de la lecture et de la littérature, un des points fondamentaux de ce congrès-ci était la traduction. Et je pense que s'il n'y avait pas eu la traduction, on ne saurait rien du monde. Et s'il n'y avait pas la traduction, le monde ne saurait rien de nous. Et c'est pour ça que la traduction est non seulement une question de liberté, mais c'est une question d'existence. Alors, c'est pour ça que notre congrès s'appuyait beaucoup sur le thème de la traduction et que la Déclaration de Québec sur la traduction littéraire va rester, je pense, une grande déclaration de principe de la part du PEN international et aussi une grande déclaration de principe avec le mot Québec dedans, qui est ce sur quoi moi j'insistais beaucoup. Je voulais beaucoup que les gens se souviennent d'être venus ici, mais que les gens, à l'avenir, sachent qu'au mot Québec peut correspondre un message d'espoir et de culture comme celui-là.
PEN is really an important organization because it's not only focused on the literature and the writers, but also focused on the rights, basic human rights, the freedom of expression. So until and unless we cannot defend our rights, we cannot be a good writer.
Es una organización diferente, o sea, no es una organización no gubernamental, sino que es una organización que aglutina a diferentes culturas, personas que pueden juntarse en diferentes momentos, pero que a la vez están en todo el mundo. O sea, decía alguien en el Congreso que me llamó la atención, es como el mosquito que viene, es pequeñito, molesta, le haces así y vuelven más, vienen más y te atacan más. Entonces ese es PEN. O sea, el PEN es esa organización solidaria que está siempre contigo y que sientes el respaldo. En el caso de Honduras no teníamos ese respaldo, ahora lo tenemos, entonces nos sentimos más fuertes. La libertad de expresión es decir lo que yo pienso, de lo que creo, y que no tenga que nadie me vaya a molestar por mis opiniones. O sea, es esa libertad que ya está contemplada en los organismos internacionales, en los convenios internacionales que protegen nuestra libertad de expresarnos y que los estados tienen la obligación de respetar.
Because it stands for the very people who express themselves or they express what they see. They are the people, they are I say the lens of the people through which you can see what is happening, and they bring issues which is useful to the public and to the society. So PEN promotes and encourages people to do this and protects them also and supports them. So without these people, the world would be different, and PEN is there to help. So that is why it is important. I come from a country, Eritrea, where there was little chance for freedom of expression for the private media to provide an alternative narrative of what the propaganda machine of the system was propagating. And these people, their media was closed, and since 2001 they are in prison, incommunicado. Where they are, we don't know. So there is only propaganda, and the government is silencing the people, so that all the crimes and violations of human rights should go unreported, unknown to the world. So this is very crucial, because a lot of crimes are happening, and the government wants people to be silent. So freedom of expression exposes these crimes, and exposing these crimes means people are aware of what is happening, and if they are aware, they will demand for change, and then the international community also will know of the things which are happening, and the solidarity of the international community, the pressure of the international community ultimately will help in bringing change to democracy and rule of law. So rule of law, democracy, constitutional government, without freedom of expression, they cannot be realized. So that is why it is very important, freedom of expression.
Why is it important? It's important because there's a great need for it, because there are writers and poets and journalists and people associated with the written word who are facing a lot of problems all over the world. Some are being killed, some are being arrested for freedom of expression, and it's important that it's great that there's an organization like PEN where there's a feeling that where people like this can feel that they're not alone, that there's someone else in the world, and there's a network of people whom they can connect to and look to for support. And finally, it's really important because freedom of expression is really important. And I think in a lot of countries and a lot of places, people don't realize this, because a lot of lay people feel that we have to look at our essential needs. Why is it important that we have freedom of expression? That our writers or our journalists or our poets have the right to write whatever they want to write. But it's extremely important because it's something that's really necessary for anyone to grow, for countries to grow, for democracies to grow.
Without doubt, we live in a very dangerous world, and it is important that we be as transparent as possible and have the right to say what is in our minds. This right is under constant threat, and PEN is there to make sure that wherever you live in this world, you are able to express yourself. So PEN is important.